Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna. Today we're going to talk about summer slowdown, but really it's about any time that your business slows down. Mine goes slow sometimes in December. My sales slow a little bit, and sometime in the new year. Usually it's March-ish. It does change. It used to be June. For a couple of years it was June. That's when my slowest month was, and it's just slowly evolved into something else. So what do you do during these slower periods to maintain your income? And that's a little bit different than making money. You want to maintain that income. You don't want to lose money. So one of the things I suggest is to not necessarily stop sourcing, but start sourcing for a lower amount. You know, maybe your budget is $200 a month. Maybe you have to go down to $100. Maybe you need to find different ways to source that are going to cost you less. Maybe you have to go to the bins. Maybe you have to source online. Maybe you have to go to garage sales. Whatever it is that you're not doing or that you have access to, maybe you need to explore that kind of thing. Also, list the things that you already have. Go through that pile, and I know this is hard. It's something I struggle with as well. Go through your death pile and get it listed, because you know what? That's money you've already spent in times when things were, moving a little bit faster, moving a bit better, and this money you already spent, and it's sitting there. So yes, go through your death pile and start listing those items. And it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. If you have shorts and you need to list them in the winter, list them. If you have boots, list them. If you have Christmas items, list them. Get everything listed. That way you're not taking cash flow out of your business for more sourcing, even though it's the best. I know it is. You're not using that cash flow for that. You're actually already using stuff that's been paid for. It's a way to help maintain your cash flow and your business income, in a sense. Also, with that in mind, you want to lower the cost of doing business. So that could be, watch how you spend your gas. Maybe instead of taking 3 trips to the bins, only take 2. Or, you know what, if you have an errand to run in one part of town and there's thrift stores there, combining that. Maybe it means going to the post office only 2 or 3 times a week as opposed to every single day. Now, for me, I only go to the cross-border shipper on Mondays and Thursdays because it is an hour away. Physically, could we go every single day? Yeah. But you know what? That's an hour's worth of gas. And that's only an hour one way. So it's 2 hours worth of gas plus wear and tear on the vehicle plus our time. So it's not worth it. My post office is a 3-minute drive. I still don't go every single day because you know what? Sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm in this mode, I'm going to do this, and they ordered it here, so I know if I go the next day, it's fine. I do try to ship as soon as possible, but once in a while, it's okay to do it every other day. You save time, you save some gas. That does help in the long run, no matter how minuscule it is. Maybe you want to start reusing packaging. Maybe you don't want to buy as much of supplies as you think you need, just so you can have them. Maybe you lessen that order. Maybe you go littler? You go for a smaller order and save the money that way because you don't need the supplies right now. I think you want to build your supplies and build your supplies and your inventory when you have the cash flow to do so. And you want to sort of save a little bit of that for when the cash flow isn't as much. I think that's a really good business thing to do. That way, you know what, I don't even know how to describe it. To me, it's like putting things away in the freezer when they're picking them up when they're on sale because you have the extra cash, and then knowing 6 months from now, oh wait, you know what, I still have that in the freezer. I don't have to buy that extra this week in groceries. It's similar to that sort of idea, and I'm very much a freezer girl. So also what you can do, you know what, you can do other things that are good for your business. You can go through your inventory, like I'm going to be going through it this coming July. You could be reorganizing your inventory, which I will be doing on the weekend, which is going to be super fun. There's lots of things you could be doing during the slow periods. You could be researching and educating yourself. And you know what? You could be relisting and taking better photos of items that have been sitting for a while. I could also do that myself. So there's lots you can do during a slower time. You could look at your prices and make sure that they're still marketable, and maybe start accepting things for a little bit less profit, as long as it's profit. That way you still have cash flow coming in. Do I want to accept low profit? No, I do not. But there are some times that it's like, yeah, you know what? I need that sale, and it just happens that way. And it's okay to do that once in a while, for sure. Because you know what? You got to check your prices, because the market changes. We should all know this. Just because I listed something a month or 2 months ago doesn't mean it's still worth the same amount. So this happens when I get an offer that I think is kind of low. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Let me check the comps on this to see if maybe the market has changed. And sometimes it has, and sometimes it hasn't. And that's fine. Then I make that decision at that time. But I do double check the comps, because you know what? They do change. You have to be aware of that in this business. Just because something sold for $100 6 months ago doesn't mean it's going to be selling for $100 today. Something to keep in mind. So that is it. Just really basic reseller economics, and very, very basic, okay? What are your tips and tricks to get through summer slowdown? What are you doing in order to help yourself through it? Yeah, let me know down below in the comments. So tomorrow is Friday. We have one more item to pick up at an auction tomorrow. I'm going to show you what we picked up. I'm going to do that. Tomorrow's video will be a little tiny haul, because we only pick up 3 things total. That's it. I'm going to show you what we got, the kind of cool stuff. And then Saturday and Sunday, I am working on my basement. I am reorganizing it. I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So this weekend is one part where my laundry machines are, my washing machine and my dryer are, that can't be moved. And I'm going to show you what it's like now. You're going to get a glimpse into my mess. And I'm going to work on it all weekend and get it reorganized and redone so that it's much more efficient. And then I'm going to take you on another tour and show you at the end. That's what I'm doing on the weekend. That'll probably be up on Sunday, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic 4th of July. I want to say happy 4th of July to my American friends. Yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow with a little tiny haul from the auction. I'll see you then. Bye.